he looked around. We all applied for jobs. There were so many applicants. We were all shortlisted, around 1,000, and others were shortlisted to around 500 number. And then we were appointed, 51 of us.
Yes.
So this was based on merit, based on experience, based on the value you can come add to the people of Kenya. So basically it was based on merit, experience, and the urge to deliver. So it depends how you were able to convince the interview panel on how you can give service to the people of Kenya.
Brilliant.
Yes.
And of course, what aspects of blue economy perhaps, because Kenyans have also been asking on social media, had you explored that, inspired this government and the panel to be able to appoint you?
First of all, the aspects within the blue space, look at fisheries. Fisheries is very vast in Kenya. We have a big and blessed with a big Indian Ocean. We have very many lakes. We have the likes of Lake Turkana, which is the biggest in Africa. We have Lake Victoria. We have Lake Turkana, Lake Baringo, Lake Naivasha. We also have Lake Jipe. And all these resources are resources that Kenyans and people within the fisher communities, within the riparian counties, that is if it's Lake Victoria, if it's the Indian Ocean, that have been exploiting these resources. But also you look at fisheries also from an aspect of aquaculture. Aquaculture is whereby you do fisheries farming either on land or on the lakes or on the rivers or also in the dams, using either cages or ponds and so on and so forth. So the experience within that space, having worked myself, having worked within the county government, I was able to look at resources within the national government and ensure that we provide these services to the people of Kenya. So that experience within the public sector and a bit of experience within the private sector also brings in a blend of where you can be able to ensure that these resources that you're given and this trust you're given by the people of Kenya, you can be able to ensure we exploit them in a very sustainable way and ensure there's integrity within it and the prudent use of these resources. So that is the scope of whereby I believe I was the best for this job.
Brilliant. And so it's been 1 year and some months.
Yes.
How would you rate your performance in this docket, perhaps on a scale of 1 to 10?
Okay. Our performance in this docket, of course, I couldn't have done alone. I've done this through the help of the leadership of His Excellency the President and the entire executive. I also want to commend my minister, His Excellency Salim Vuria, who is the Minister of Mining, Blue Economy and Maritime Affairs. And of course, the heart of the department, which is the State Department for Blue Economy and Fisheries. That staff that we work together with, they are very hardworking. It's a team effort. And I can tell you for a fact, our performance, we have done over 80% based on the KPIs and the targets we set for ourselves for the last 1 year. We have achieved over 80%. Yes.
And the Blue Economy docket, because it seeks to promote economic growth, social inclusion and improvement of livelihoods, while at the same time ensuring environmental sustainability of the aquatic resources. In the wake of climate change, the most recent convention, UNEA 6, when you look at how we are protecting our maritime, the fisheries and the blue economy, would you say that perhaps, according to the SDG goals as well, we are at a point where we can say, fine, a lot had happened previously, but we are recovering and being able to ensure that we sustainably exploit our blue economy and the fisheries as well?
Yes, we are. And you have mentioned it very clearly. When you look at the UN 2030 SDG goals, if you look at the SDG 14, where focus is mostly on the oceans and the blue economy space, and it's very clear written that we need to exploit the resources in a more sustainable, give back to the community, and ensure there's social inclusivity. As a State Department and as a government, we have been able to do so many interventions to ensure that. I'll give you a couple of examples that really covers matters climate change. If you look at the sustainability of within the coastal region, if you look at the mangroves, the State Department, together with other institutions within the government of Kenya, that is the Kenya Marine Research and Institute, and also Kenya Forest Service, we have been able to plant over 1,000 acres of mangrove seedlings within the coastal communities. We have done that in the communities of Vanga in Kwale, Gazi in Kwale. We are also doing the same in Lamu, and so on and so forth. This is a space whereby the communities are able to be sensitized on the importance of safeguarding the mangroves. And in return, they are able to gain a lot from that space, and this helps within their communities. If it's some infrastructure development, that is schools, water projects, and so on and so forth. Another element within that space of climate change is coral reef. We're able to protect the coral reefs. Remember where the coral reefs grow and the seagrass, those are the breeding grounds for fisheries. So the communities have already been sensitized on that. And if you can look within that space, especially in Lamu, there's a community that is already doing crab farming within that space. So the communities are very well sensitized in these climate change issues that we are facing as a country and across the globe. And for that, we are able to give them incentives and also to educate them, capacity build them. And if you look at the 15 billion trees coverage that we were doing a couple of months ago,
yes,
we have been able to plant over 1 million seedlings of mangrove.
Mangrove.
Yes.
Mangroves were part of the planting.
Yes.
Brilliant.